In this video, let's run through a scenario and see how the debt payoff strategy calculator works with choosing the best method to tackle over $29,000 in debt. We'll see how velocity banking is the fastest way to pay off the debt. But we'll see that another method is actually the cheapest. Here's the scenario. This person has 7 different credit card balances to pay off. The total balance of all 7 totals $29,378. And all but one have interest around 16%. The person also has a monthly income of $6,000, expenses of $4,000, and cash flow of $200. Let's go to the Debt Strategy Payoff tool and enter all these outstanding debts in the Your Data tab. We'll enter the quick description, balance, interest, and monthly payment for the debts. These are all easily found on each debt statement. One option this person has is to potentially utilize a line of credit to help pay off the debt. It would be $15,000 at an interest rate of 12%. We'll go ahead and enter this information in the line of credit section as well. And that's all. We can now go to the Dashboard tab, enter the date we want to start, and see how the payoff methods compare. In the Start Date cell near the top of the screen, let's enter a start date of January 1st, 2024. And let's make sure the line of credit button is selected for the velocity banking method. And the Excel spreadsheet automatically calculates the results to compare 5 different methods to pay off the debt. We'll see results if the person does nothing, uses the Debt Snowball, Debt Avalanche, rolling payments, and velocity banking. Let's look at the velocity banking method, since this was the first suggested method to tackle the debt. And we'll also look at a couple different ways to use velocity banking. First, let's look at a simplified scenario where our income and expenses don't yet come into play with the line of credit. Once the available line of credit is used, interest payments automatically are due. For this person to use their line of credit, the monthly payments will increase by about $180. We can see the minimum monthly payments are now $1,875 with the line of credit compared to $1,695 with normal payments. Right off the bat, we see that velocity banking method is the fastest way to pay off the debt, but it's not the cheapest. We can see the Debt Snowball is almost $600 cheaper, but 3 months longer to pay off. Let's quickly take a look at the details. We'll click on the Debt Snowball tab and see what the sequence looks like for each credit card. Here we can get the detailed information on the specific debt payoff strategy. We can see here the debt is sequenced based on balance, from smallest to largest. Note how credit card number 2 is first on the list and had the highest interest rate. The spreadsheet will automatically sequence the debts correctly based on the method. On the right-hand side, we can see how long each debt will take to pay off in months along with the payments each month. If we scroll further to the right, the spreadsheet will automatically give the payoff month by month for each debt. Here we can see how much each month's payment should be for each debt and when each will be completely paid off. Now, let's see what happens if we increased our normal monthly payments by $180 to see how things compare if this person didn't get the line of credit. We'll enter $180 here and the calculator will automatically update. Now we can see that all the methods take 18 months to pay off with the additional $180 and the monthly payments are exactly the same between each method. But the Debt Snowball is even cheaper than before. It's now showing only $1,333 of total interest needing to be paid. That's a potential savings of about $700 and $100 cheaper than without the additional $180. Let's quickly note here how much sequence of the debts matters when it comes to paying off your debt. Just comparing the numbers between the Debt Snowball method and Debt Avalanche method, the differences are substantial. Even though both methods take 18 months to pay off, there is a $4,000 difference between the two. Simply changing the order of debts you pay off could have substantial impacts to cost. Now let's click on the Velocity Banking tab and take a quick look at these details. Here we can see how the credit cards are sequenced. The spreadsheet will automatically sequence the debts from smallest debt to largest, much like the Debt Snowball. But it also calculates the line of credit into the debt payoff. You can see here that every credit card except number 1 is paid off right away when the line of credit is used. Looking to the right, with all those payments freed up, it only takes another 10 months to pay off credit card 1 with all the monthly payments equaling $1,695. Lastly, the spreadsheet will also include the paying off for the line of credit. Once the last credit card is paid off, it only takes another 8 months to pay it off. Now, let's see how things shape up with using the line of credit for the expenses. Let's go back to the Your Data tab and enter the $4,000 in monthly expenses here. Then we can go back to the Dashboard tab to enter our remaining income. Now, we want the total amount paid toward the debts and expenses to be $6,000. The payments were $1,875, so we just need to add $4,125 in the Velocity Banking additional monthly payment cell. And now we see the new total monthly payments have increased to $6,000. This equates to the person's total monthly income. We're already considering their expenses as well in this situation as we just entered them in the Your Data tab. We're now showing the results with all the monthly income going into paying down the line of credit, along with expenses coming out throughout the month. So here, the Velocity Banking method improves even more. We can see that by moving the monthly expenses and income into the line of credit, the total time frame decreases to 13 months and total interest paid is now $1,900. Remember, this tool includes the full repayment of the line of credit. So you're fully paying off the existing debt and the line of credit in this time frame along with the total interest amount. Also, this spreadsheet has just one way to use Velocity Banking. But in reality, there are more ways to utilize Velocity Banking that may also give different results. Ultimately, this scenario comes down to what is most important for the person. Is time more important? Or is cost? If this person wants to pay off their debt as soon as possible and willing to pay a little more, then Velocity Banking is the method to choose. But if cost is the key issue and the person is willing to extend the time frame a little longer, the Debt Snowball is the best method. The beauty of this calculator is you can really compare all your particular nuances with your exact debt, and it enables you to make a decision that is in your best interests. You can clearly see the benefits of each method over doing nothing and just paying off the minimum each month. This spreadsheet shows that Velocity Banking does work in this particular scenario, as does the Debt Snowball. One note we have is to make sure you consider the effort needed to obtain a line of credit. If you don't already have one, it will take time, paperwork, and appointments to get approved. If you already have a line of credit, then you can use any balance you have available. The other very useful thing about this spreadsheet is that you can make quick tweaks to your inputs and see how the total time or interest changes in your strategy. For example, we can change the $180 to $200 and use the full amount of available cash flow mentioned in the beginning of the video. Here, the extra $20 doesn't make a meaningful difference in either the time frame or total interest. What if you received a $3,500 bonus at work or maybe as a gift? We can check that as well. We would enter the amount in both places of the one-time payment cell and take a look at how things change. Again, the benefit here is the ability to make small, quick changes to see real-time how things vary with paying off your debt. Everyone has a different financial situation, and this tool helps tailor the best strategy for you. On this channel, our goal is to help everyone calculate the true cost and time frame of each method and realize their options when it comes to paying off debt. There is no one best strategy that fits every case. As this example showed, there may be a couple different options depending on what is a greater priority for you. And this is why it's so crucial to run the numbers using your own specific debts and details so you can make an informed decision on how to tackle your debt. We hope this helps show how essential but easy it can be to figure out the best method as you work toward financial relief. Thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment on this video. We'd love to hear from you.